The HSV Coupe 4. What was Holden Special Vehicles trying to achieve with this rare and unique piece of Australian-made history? Well, in today's video we're going over some inside information on its design and history, its performance and history, and unfortunately its failures. Was it designed to be the full adventure of all Holden Commodores being all-wheel drive into the future? Or was it a once-off that failed due to lack of performance and testing and unfortunately sales? My name's Matt and you're watching Curtis LSA TV. So a few months ago, a former employee of Holden Special Vehicle by the name of Mark Beasy, and please Mark forgive me if I mispronounce your last name there, thought he'd be interested in reaching out and sending me some inside information on the design and performance testing of the HSV Coupe 4. The HSV Coupe 4 was originally manufactured from 2004 with just over 130 units sold. It was powered by a 5.7 litre 270 kilowatt LS1 V8, and of course they had the all-wheel drive system developed by Holden with integration with HSV into the coupe body. So I'm just reading what Mark sent through to me. The former employee of HSV advised he tested the first ever Coupe 4 prototype down at the Proving Ground and was first a little disappointed in it. Advised it didn't really feel like a HSV at the time. More to the point, it lacked a little grunt and needed more power to match the rear-wheel drive platforms. If it was at least a 5.5 second 0 to 100 car, then it may have fit in. He was very impressed with the grip that the Coupe 4 had on dirt roads, of course being all-wheel drive. The unsealed roads up durability hills were small quartz marbles on hard-packed clay where the rear-wheel drive platforms would struggle for any form of grip. Impressed by the 6.5 second 0 to 100, and now it was very pleasing to Mark. The problem was, it did 6.5 seconds 0 to 100 on any surface, no wheel spin, just grip and go. It was an extension of the Holden Adventurer HSV Avalanche program where it carried over the front subframe, engine transmission and front diff, dropped into the Monaro body. The rear semi-trailing arms were unique to compensate for the lower ride height of the coupe platform. No real changes were made to the front suspension other than fitting standard length struts to the all-wheel drive knuckles. The Avalanche was really a capable wagon, and no customer car made by Holden Special Vehicles has come close to matching the testing up hills during the Avalanche's development and testing pre-production. After production stopped of the Coupe 4, there was quite a few rear suspension components left unused, as it didn't achieve its sales figures that Holden Special Vehicles had hoped for, unfortunately. The remaining wider track rear suspension arms were going to be used on the rear-wheel drive coupe platform with a hotted up LS2 drivetrain as a final GTS send-off of the coupe platform. The Coupe 4 was dubbed the Subaru WRX Killer. Yes, you heard me right, it was dubbed the Subaru WRX Killer, but unfortunately it came closer to a Liberty Wagon Killer. It resulted in an oversteering car like the Holden Monaro. The suspension of the Coupe 4 had a more comfort focus in mind. So I'm just reading here from Mark as well. Unfortunately, the Coupe 4 wasn't really accepted by management once the first one was up and running, and sales figures kind of reflected this with just over 130 units sold. Loads of traction and extra weight of the running gear kind of spoiled it a little much. Management weren't as excited. So in general terms, the Coupe 4, being a unique HSV all-wheel drive in the coupe form, was seen to be a bit of a flop by HSV and management. Sales figures, as I just stated before, with just over 130 units sold, was unfortunately showing this. So was HSV onto something once it ironed out all the issues of the all-wheel drive system, or was it leading itself up the garden path? If performance figures were there, I think it would have definitely led to something big like where Audi are today. But I can tell you from a personal point of view of meeting a couple of HSV Coupe 4 owners and actually doing a review of one which could be seen right here in this link, it's the best vehicle that they've ever owned. Should HSV have taken the development further of the all-wheel drive system into future models of Holden Special Vehicles? I guess we'll never know. So if you ever come across a HSV Coupe 4, in my opinion, take some time to admire that special piece of Australian-made history right in front of you. If you're lucky to ever buy one, I'm pretty much guarantee you're going to actually love driving that vehicle and owning it. So if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, liking and sharing. If you're a regular viewer to the channel, please consider liking and sharing. My name's Matt and you've been watching Curtis LSA TV.